Good day, welcome again. It's Shiite. Today we will be looking at Binance and how to trade generally with futures. It is important to be able to understand what future is and how to trade with it. My focus target today will be those who can at least set up a trade on their own. They know what spot is, future is. They know how to move funds from spot to futures and how to move funds from futures to spots. Okay, so we just want to focus on how to set your trade, what your risk factor is, how to set it, and you're conscious and you know what to expect in case market goes the other way. So these are the focus on for this video. So without further ado, I just want us to go into Binance, since that is our focus today. So I'll be using my futures I will be using a particular trade, but it's no longer, of course, it's done. It's no longer running. Its take profit has happened, but I'll be using it as my case study. Short BTC entry, this target 1, 2, and stop loss leverage 15. So if you want to get into this trade, for example, all you need to do is to look at the entry. So let's say your capital is 500 USD. So this applies to whatever amount of dollars that you have. Okay, if you have 500 USD, I would desire that you don't risk more than 15% of your capital on any trade. So the signal can come in 3, 4, 5. So don't risk more than 15. I'll prefer to say 10 if you're just starting. So, but anything between 10 to 15%. All my trades so far is between this. I don't go beyond. I don't think I've reached 15. So just 10, 12, 11, 13. That's the range for me. And I risk on each signal. So, or on each setup as it is. So 10% of $500 is $50, right? So that's $50. So we want to risk $50 on this one trade. So you want to risk $50 on this one trade. So your margin should be $50. 50. So even though the stop loss, if you look at the stop loss is in terms of percentage, you can see that your entry should be from 91.7 to 93.2, and your stop loss is 93.9. So I think it's about 5%, or they're about to calculate it. So of your capital. So your stop loss could be $25 or thereabouts if it hits stop loss. If you enter at this stage, or between 25 to maybe $25 to $35, around that area will be your stop loss figure. Okay, but we can try it. Let me just show. Let's just see. Maybe I will just enter a trade for fun. Okay, I will enter a trade for fun. So we want to risk. Let me just use BTC. So we want to risk $50, right? So we are in our future platform. This is the platform for futures. This is overview. You come to futures. This is sports. This is alpha. This is funding. So futures. You can see the futures trading platform. Okay, so what do we do? Below here, below we have home, market, trade, futures, asset. You click on futures. So you click on futures. So this is what brings you to this platform, right? So you can see, I think Bitcoin is moving gradually, so you can see the charts. Bitcoin is moving gradually. It's going up. So I will just set it that okay, let me just say short. Let me just follow the signal. So short. Now, before I talk about short, look at cross. Always make sure that your what's it called? Your setup has cross, not. Let me show you the other one. Not isolated. Okay, isolated means that it's going to trade within that $50. The isolated is a bit economical, safer, because you're only risking that $50. But cross is that it can, if let's say your stop loss is around $80, it will look for dollar every other place, not just the $50 you are risking, to be able to rescue your trade. So that is why I leave it on cross. It works for me that way. So don't use this close. No, just use open. Whether you're opening long or short, use open. So, like I said, use this open. I always leave mine in markets. Market is that as soon as you run it, enters to the market. There are other options: post only, market, stop, limit. Most other people use limit. They can predict that Bitcoin will go to 400 before it start falling, and they want to short. They can say, okay, 86,410. Then if Bitcoin gets to that range, it will enter into the market. Then if it start falling, it's a good thing that you enter the market with the right value. So, but for me, I just want to enter the market, see that my trade has started running. I don't want to risk anything, because the challenge that comes with limit is that sometimes the coin may not get up to that value and start falling, and you will probably, after some hours or so, you check and say, oh, I missed this trade. So I just want to make sure that I don't miss. So so that's it for market. Now, the most important thing is what you put in here. That's where your risk factor comes in. So we are saying we are risking only $50, right? So 50 times 15. So let's get a calculator. 50 times 15. That's 750. So we want to, futures as a way of it's like gives you enough money for you to trade, and if you predict rightly, you still make money. But if you predict wrongly, your physical money will disappear, while the money borrowed will return back to the owner, which is Binance or any other exchange. So the 750 is what you will now, you put under this amount, 750. So we are going to analyze it. Okay, so you see 750. If I want to open long, let me show you. If I want to open long, this is the cost. This is where you look at it. This costs. That's it's close to $50. So that's the amount I am risking. If I want to short, so that's it. So pay attention to that costs. It is very, very, very important. If you run if you have $500, you are running $250. This cost is showing $250. You're on your own, because you're about to liquidate your whole money. Your whole money will disappear if market goes against you. Well, if it goes in your favor, you are rich, but of course you don't want to risk that. So this is very, very important. So this 47, I know that I am risking that amount. Okay, and before I get to negative of 47, I must have been losing on 100%. Okay, and if I want to make money when my trade gets to 100%, I've made $47. That is what it means. Okay, so now let me just click short, for example. Though the market is very volatile right now, but I think I can survive the little loss, whatever it is. So I've clicked short, right? I'm now in trade. So you can see the trade. The trade is going on. So I'm on negative right now. Okay, so my margin is $46, right? My margin is 46. You can see my liquidation is Bitcoin has to get to 888,908 for me to be fully liquidated. If this gets to 100%, then I am losing minus $46. That's the implication. That's the rate of investment. So the cross remain 15. So the size of what I borrowed is 691. So my entry is 3, and look at it, the mark price, the current price is this and all that. So now the most important thing is how to now set your, let's look at the stop loss. I see that we cannot determine. Let me say, okay, I entered at 86.3. Let me see for this one we are doing. Okay, 93.2, 93.9. Okay. So if we say 86.3, let's just say 87. Let's put the stop loss for 87. So you click on, I hope you saw that, you click on TPS, that's take profit stop loss. You click on it, then you click on this stop loss. You can see stop loss here. Binance is pretty easy. This is take profit, this is stop loss. So I click on stop loss. I want the whole stop loss to be 100%. So trigger price for stop loss, I just said 87, right? 87,000. So if it gets to 87,000, stop my trade. So look at what I'm risking, 5%, 5 USD. Let me put it at rate of return. Let me see how many percent I'm risking. 87,000. So I'm risking 11%. 11.17%. So how much would that be? That will be $5. You can see. So 11% of the 50 that I'm risking, that is what will be deducted from my whole money. Just $5.14 if it gets to 87,000. I don't know if we're following this. I believe this is clear. So you are risking just 11%. So let's even say we are risking 15%. Because I don't think the signal, oh, sorry. Let me I think I'm supposed to put a negative at the back. Okay, maybe I should just type it. Okay, yeah. So negative at the back. So I'm still at 15%. That's 87.2. I'm going to lose $6.9. So there's nothing to be frightened about if you have knowledge of these things. If you know how to set up very well, you just set it up and go and sleep and relax. There's nothing to be, frightened about. So that is for the stop loss. I believe this is very clear for the stop loss. So it's the percentage of the amount you are risking. So that's the percentage negative of the amount you are risking. That's what you lose. So this 6 points, that's small. So for the take profit, now let me just set some imaginary take profit. So let me say now I want to split the take profit. So let's say the first take profit is, I think I'm even making progress. So let's say the first take profit is 86. I want to put that 86,000. So this is my first take profit, 6%. Okay. So I'll make $2.85, right? So I'll just click add splits. Oh, I think I made a mistake there. No, I don't want the 100%. Sorry, that's a mistake. Let me do that again. 86,000, right? So you want to risk. So this will be like this 100%. So you drag it. Let's say let's say for the two signal to risk 50% each. So you can see that this is on 50%. 50%. So I'm risking 50. I am taking profit of 50% of the amount that I invested in, right? So it will show. You can see 50%. This is 50%, right? So now the remaining 50%. I want to take the next at 85,000, for example. So I will be making. So I will drag this one 100%, meaning that the balance of I've taken 50%, which is this blue color here. So the remaining, don't drag the last one and drag it here. No, that means it's still remaining another 50%. So you drag it. That means the balance of what is left, you are taking the profit for 85,000. So all you just need to do is to click another hard split and do what? And click confirm, and that is it. You have just set your take profit. For the stop loss, so that to show us that so you also need to click confirm. I just said 87, is it 200 or something? So let's just say stop loss, I'm risking 14%. So just click on confirm on the 100%. So this is it, as simple as you have seen it. So this is not rocket science. You can set trade like this. You go and sleep. You know, you do not worry yourself too much. Okay, so as soon as it's coming down to those figures, it starts executing, starts selling for you, you start making your money. So this is it. This is how to do it. And I just want to say that the signal for this week will come under this video. So anyone who wants to try the signal can pay attention to this video in the message section. I'm going to drop it anytime the signal comes. You can just click on the notification button so that anytime I put that message of the signal, it can notify you and tell you that there's a message, under this video. So you can try it, but it's like I said, this video is always for educational purpose and not meant to be an investment video. So you just try it for fun. If it works for you, fine. If it doesn't, sorry. So that's just it. It's just for education. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.